Hi, I'm Andy, and welcome to my perimeno diaries, keeping black women in the perimeno conversation and warning younger women what is potentially coming down the track. Now, last week I was talking about how we were never really told about this perimeno thing at school. It was never part of the conversation until relatively recently. And so we never knew about it, and we certainly never knew about the symptoms, which frankly broadsided me. So I'm going to talk about some of the ones that I've experienced. And in fact, there's so many that I'm probably going to do a few episodes about this. Now, in hindsight, I realized that this whole thing probably started when I was in my early 40s, but I just put it down to age. So it was things like my joints starting to hurt, my skin felt different, my hair curl pattern changed, and I also noticed that I was more tired. But then I really noticed a difference in my skin. It was just really dry. My appetite changed as well. I started craving more sweet food, and night sweats. Oh, what fun. And then about 2 years ago, the whole thing just ramped up. The brain fog and the cognitive function, the change in that. Everything was dry. The weight gain, feeling exhausted. And my God, can we talk about the anxiety? And the frozen shoulder. Anyone else had frozen shoulder? And even recently, I've noticed something where my skin, if I get even just a little nick or something, takes ages to heal. It turns out that during the perimenopause, there's like 65 or more symptoms because of the fluctuation and the reduction of some of those key hormones. We always thought what we used to call those sex hormones like estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, we always thought that all they were to do with was reproduction, but it turns out estrogen is the little engine that could and is involved in just about every part of the body. And so when it begins to fluctuate and ultimately decline, it affects sleep, mood, appetite, weight, skin, your brain function, joints, muscles, bones, digestion, libido, memory, spatial awareness, memory, just kidding, and so much more. It is a lot. It basically feels like your body's not your own. So if you're going through this, just know that you are not alone. And one thing that's really helped me is basically symptom swapping, like chatting to other women my age and talking about what symptoms have you got? How's that been for you? And it just reminds me that I'm not alone. I'm not the only one going through this. And there is a kind of sisterhood in just sharing this experience and just being there for each other. So if you're going through this, I strongly recommend finding your people, other folks who experience the same thing that you can support and who can support you as well.